What's up guys, it's day 239 on our journey to 2000, and in today's video we're going to play a 10-minute rapid game, so let's get started. Okay, we're versing an 1818 rated player from, I was about to say America, but that's Nepal, obviously. I can't see the flag color that well because of the light hitting my face. But yeah, we haven't versed an 1800 rated player in a while, so let's see how it goes. It might be an auto abort, really? Okay. And we're versing a 1685 rated player instead from Haiti. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember the last time we versed someone from Haiti. Okay, jeez. He just pre-moved developing his knight. All right, let's bring the queen here. And this is the copycat variation of the Vienna, possibly, if he brings the queen here. If he doesn't, it could turn into other stuff. I'm not really good at this. I should study it more, but it's okay. We're just going to pay attention to every move played, really. I think we could come back here, threatening to take and just get a quick checkmate, so let's do that. We could bring the knight closer, so if he takes, we take. We're threatening it again. He'll probably castle, possibly. But I think developing a piece is probably better. If we develop this knight, we stop this. Pushing this pawn forward doesn't really make sense, although maybe it could. I think knight here might be our move. This looks a little annoying to bring the bishop in. So even h3 is probably okay. This knight move attacks our queen. So I want to bring the knight here, but then he has this. But then we could take with our knight. He could do this attack, but then we just take, actually. So yeah, we're going to develop the knight. Stop his knight from coming to d4. Okay, so he does open up the bishop, but he doesn't attack our bishop, which makes sense. I think if we go knight here, then if he comes here, we have that trick I was saying. If he takes, we can take threatening checkmate again. He'll probably castle. We could double his pawns, but I don't think that's that good. We could also just push the pawn and get another piece in there. So let's bring the knight closer because this does look annoying. Okay, so he does take. We could take with the pawn. I feel like maybe we had a better move there, but I feel like we're playing okay. It's probably an even game. I think we wanted to take with the bishop, so let's take with the bishop. Okay, I mean, this is tricky. So I'm tempted to just take right away. This does open this up, and then maybe castle. If the rook tries to attack our queen, we could put our queen maybe to h3, threatening the pawn. This wouldn't be a threat because we would have a rook protecting it. But then his queen could come in. It could get very messy. I think taking is still best. Maybe we just... No, I think castling. I'd rather castle on the other side of the board, though. But it's a little complicated. Because if I come here, he could bring the queen here protecting the pawn. And then after castling, he could bring the rook here. And it becomes very tricky. Because, yeah, it becomes very, very tricky. So I'm not sure exactly what I want to do here. Another idea is going queen g3. He brings the rook. We castle. He brings his queen. And then takes. This could work. Let's just castle. I don't, we're spending a lot of time on this move. We'll go here. Bring the pawn here to prep the bishop move. Boom! Beautiful move. Our opponent blundered. We're going to win the rook or the... Well, probably not going to win the queen. But that's why you don't play fast. Yeah, let's take... He queenside castled, though, which is a little annoying. Isn't this a blunder? Take. What? He just gave us the win. I don't know why people are playing so crazy lately. I don't know what's going on. He didn't do the that's what we spent a minute on those calculations. And yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But we could still lose, so we should pay attention. At least the time, like, we're closer in time now, which is good. He disconnected, will auto-resign in 24 seconds. Did he abandon the game? Or she? Wow. Did we just win? I think we just did. And you could pay attention to the mistake our opponent made. They blitzed out moves where they should have thought, I think, at least. And we're going to go over this game after, of course. And maybe learn something from it. Every day we're trying to learn from our games. Let's see what we learned from this one. Okay, we played with 96.9% accuracy. That's crazy. We had 0 blunders, 0 misses, 0 mistakes, 0 inaccuracies. We literally made no mistakes. We played like a 2350. That guy might have reported me because of how well I played. Jesus Christ. Wow, taking the time to think helps. Look at that. Beautiful. I get really excited when I see this really high accuracy, but it usually happens when you don't play that many moves. We only played 15 moves of the game, but still, that's crazy. We didn't have any misses. I thought maybe we might have had a miss. So the fact that I thought we might have had a miss might have been the mistake I made during this game. But we'll go over the game with the computer now and then see what it says. Made 3 good moves. Okay, let's see. Start review. All of this is normal. We go into the copycat variation. And here I vaguely remember to threaten this again. Now, in the past, I did a move like this, I think, before, which is a terrible move because of this fork. I call it a fork, whatever. Discovered attack on the queen. So it's interesting to see that the best move is queen g3 and not queen f3, because I thought queen f3 threatens something right away. But I think I just forgot that the knight can come in. No, what am I saying? It threatens something right away. This knight would come in, and then computer likes knight ge2 to stop this knight, I think, from coming in, and you would continue the game. Something like castles, maybe d3 to open up this bishop. This is a very nice spot for the bishop, and I feel like this is a more comfortable situation for white, even though castling here is a little annoying because of this bishop. Maybe there's some sort of attack like this, and I was thinking there might be an attack like this, but computer says, what are you doing because of this? No? Oh, because of h6 putting eyes on that. And then what? Knight d5. What if he takes? Then we could take. This knight is not attacking anything, and we're still threatening checkmate. If he comes here, we have... See, I don't think about deflecting pieces away to try to get the checkmate. Anytime I feel like I try to push for a checkmate, I feel like it's countered very easily. But I guess I should have some confidence in making good moves to try to deflect pieces away from my target. So that's kind of an interesting thing. But anyway, they prefer queen, or computer prefers queen. You see, this is what I don't understand. Computer prefers queen f3 now, it says? I don't know. g3, I think, was the best move that they liked. g3 does what? Kind of gives a potential target here, but like, what's the point here? Is this the point? What if he comes here? Then I have bishop e3. So I know this bishop is very annoying. Okay, wow. Taking with the pawn. So maybe the point is to take with the pawn here. And, maybe just develop my knight. I'm just making random moves to see. Okay, yeah. The point is to put a lot of pressure on this side of the board, it seems like. And here, what if he queenside castles? Rook f3. Double the rooks. And there's intense pressure on the f-pawn. That's pretty cool. And we could see that coming here. After something like knight here. Takes, and you're losing this knight. So... I'm not saying my opponent would make that move. That was just a random move that I just looked at. But, because I think knight h5 was probably better. But that's just interesting. Okay, so the queen comes here. Our knight comes here, which was the best move. If you guys play the Vienna and you don't know this, a lot of times a very annoying move, which I learned from experience, is the knight coming here. Because it's attacking the queen, not allowing it to give pressure. But it also forces your queen to defend this fork idea a lot of the time. The momentum, the initiative in the game, which is like who has kind of the power in the game, kind of turns to black. Black has the pieces that are attacking and kind of annoying you. And you could see in this position, it's like he has 2 knights, a bishop. This bishop is a nice bishop, but a lot of our pieces are inactive, and it's an annoying position to be in. So because of that, I actually played this knight move. Then I brought the knight forward. Computer did like h3, which I mentioned. But what I saw was if he comes here with this attack, I have this fork, winning the bishop back anyway. I wasn't worried about it. But still, they preferred this move, which is very interesting to me. What was the best move? I guess because I'm getting rid of that knight is the reason why I don't need to move it. Computer says h3 is better. Then it says bishop e6, d3. So bishop e6, d3. Now, why would I want to take back this way? I wouldn't want to. This wins this. For example, if he brings this back, I could take... and it's a fork. Even though we're equal material, we're not going to be equal material because of the fork. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's very interesting. So let's see. I bring the knight forward instead of h3. But like, sometimes h3 is a nice move to stop this type of idea, and sometimes it's a bad move because it allows other ideas. For example, this knight attacking the bishop is what I would think. But apparently, no, it doesn't matter. I could do this. Now, I would think he could just take it, but computer says, no, that's stupid because of this. So it keeps coming back to this idea. When g6 happens, it opens space here. So g6 opening space for g7 and a potential fork with the dark squared bishop in the Vienna is maybe the lesson in today's in today's video, which is such a niche thing. But I guess the idea is bishops can fork, and when a pawn, one of these like pawns is pushed forward, it can lead to nice kind of tricks. Because it seems like the computer keeps going back to this idea. But anyway, I don't do that. Here, computer likes c3, I guess, to attack the center. What about c4? c4 looks like an interesting move, because if they take, we have these two very annoying knights, in my opinion, very annoying knights. Here it likes this. You can't even avoid. That's actually crazy. You can't really avoid the... oh no, you could avoid the fork like that. But after b4, where is this knight going? b6, and you're just putting... Wow, that's crazy. You're just putting intense pressure on everything, and you know, here it looks like you could trade, but computer likes d3, I guess, to win the center pawn. f5, takes, and you're just up a pawn in a better position. So that's actually pretty interesting too. Instead of taking c4 is an interesting move that I could have played. But I actually understood this position correctly. I said this is a drawn position probably. But anyway, c3 was what they wanted instead. If they were to take, I could take attacking the knight. And now I see the other idea behind c3. It prevents the knight from coming forward. And if he comes here, we get this fork. So this actually forces the knight back, blocking the queen's access. And then we have d4. And what makes d4 nice is that if he takes... I don't know, bro. I don't know what makes it nice. Maybe we have some sort of move like this. That looks like a good move to me. But computer likes a little better castling. And I guess getting the rook in the center. And let's say he does something like this. We have b4. He could bring it back. We have a4. And what if he just takes here? a5 can't... But there's a lot of ways to trap the pieces with the queenside pawns. Very, very fascinating stuff to my small brain. But anyway, here I thought this was a little interesting. This was, you know, I spent a minute, I think, on this move. Or at least calculating these set of moves. I wanted to do queen g3. I was scared of the rook attacking. And after the castle, the queen attacked. No, didn't I do g3? Wait, am I stupid? Yeah, because g3 protects f2. So initially, my instinctual move was to come here to put targets here and here. But what I didn't like about that is after this, I don't have I have to spend an extra move going to g3 anyway to protect this square. That's why I went g3 right away. But now that I'm looking at it, it says taking... Oh, no. Yeah. This is what I saw. This is what I saw, and I didn't like this position. And I was right. Tempo, right? A lot of things in chess is about time. How much time do you take to make a certain set of moves? So instead of going to h3 and then going back to g3, I just went to g3 right away. Now, computer actually likes h3 as the best move, now that I'm looking at it. Is it because we already castled and I analyzed this incorrectly? No, it's not. What? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to try to understand every single thing. Maybe I don't know how to read a computer. But this d3 move was a good move, getting my bishop into play. And this, I got very lucky. He blundered because he played too fast. And then I don't know what he did here. He miscalculated here. This doesn't work. I'm just up a piece. Hope you guys enjoyed. The lesson for today, I guess, was to just play well. But I think the bishop fork is an interesting idea. When a side pawn pushes forward, maybe stronger players or even weaker players can attest to that. Like, let me know if you feel like you've had positions where you could take advantage of the B or G pawns pushing forward, with taking advantage with the bishop, because that might be an interesting lesson, and I'll keep that in mind for the future. So every week we're trying to get a lesson every day. Last week we had a bunch of lessons. This week, yesterday's was after castling, we have the rook gaining access to the file, which could come with discovered attacks, which also kind of reminded me that a Fianchettoed bishop has a similar thing in the Pierce defense. So that's kind of interesting, which would look like this. And this is just kind of normal moves in the Pierce. And the idea here is that once the knight moves out of the way and kind of stuff in the center opens up, this bishop could be very powerful out of nowhere. So it's like a hidden tool. But if you watch this far, really appreciate you, and say bless you in the comments below if you watch this far, because my girlfriend sneezed, and yeah, it's good to say bless you. Unless you're in a country that doesn't say it, like Japan. In Japan, they don't say bless you. They don't care. If you say bless you in Japan, they laugh. They're like, why are you saying bless you? So, little trivia knowledge there. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.